Cherie DaCosta lives with the grief of having lost her son to suicide.
My son's not here, and I very much believe that my son Joey would be here if he hadn't contracted HPPD when he was 17.
Joey developed hallucinogenic persistent perception disorder, or HPPD, after taking a psychedelic drug.
Where school was concerned, words were starting to slide off the page, so he couldn't study, he couldn't read. It was like a living hell, and he didn't know what was going on.
HPPD symptoms include constant visual disturbance. Stationary objects can appear to move. A sufferer might see visual snow, auras and starbursts. It can be coupled with out-of-body sensations and extreme anxiety. And it's triggered by the use of psychedelic drugs like LSD, sometimes from just a single usage.
There are actually a number of drugs that have been associated with the condition. These include psilocybin, magic mushrooms, MDMA. There are even some cases documented with marijuana involved as well.
Jack developed HPPD last year after his drink was spiked with LSD.
The first 3 months I was quite suicidal. Some people reckon it's cool to be tripping every day, but it's terrible. It's like you're stuck in a dream, like you're stuck in a nightmare.
HPPD affects about 1 in 20 psychedelic drug users, although it's suspected the real figure is much higher. Shame and stigma means many with the condition don't seek help.
It's been heartbreaking, incredibly heartbreaking. My son has lost most of his 20s, you know.
Madeline Quigley's son has had HPPD for 11 years. She's pushing for greater awareness.
It could happen to anyone. It could happen to your brother, sister, niece, nephew. It could happen to someone you know and someone you love.
There has been some research into the condition, mainly around diagnosis and little into treatment. With the use of psychedelics on the rise and the emergence of microdosing for psychiatric disorders, doctors say more funding is needed.
We need to be doing genetic studies to find out who is at risk, and we need to be doing randomised control trials so that we know what are the most effective treatments.
Shining a light on a condition for those no longer able to speak for themselves. Fiona Blackwood, ABC News.